2018 Volkswagen Atlas Review. The 2018 Volkswagen Atlas can be a mid-size SUV, with enough room for your family. Designed in internal America to accommodate American tastes, the 2018 Volkswagen Atlas will be the three-row crossover SUV Volkswagen has desperately needed for many years. The twig SUV that was around for quite a while doesn't offer third-row seating, and it is not as competitive on price. The Atlas not simply competes well featuring its rivals with regard to value, it's got the kind of passenger space American families typically for inside a family-hauling crossover. Like other Volkswagens, the Atlas features an inside design that's both basic and sophisticated. Base Atlas designs have easy-to-watch gauges, intuitive controls and above-the-average quality materials. The top-end Slensel Premium offer a good amount of technology features too, however their inclusion never makes all the cabin seem overly complicated. Our main concern with this point is performance for the open highway. Even together with the optional V6, the Atlas doesn't feel particularly powerful. The standard 2.0-litre four-cylinder is likely to feel all the more taxed, especially within a full load of youngsters in the cargo. To its credit, the Atlas features a very refined ride quality as well as a quiet cabin. If the engine has enough guts on your tastes, you are likely to find issue elsewhere. What's new? The 2018 Volkswagen Atlas is undoubtedly an all-new mid-size crossover. It slots between the compact Tiguan and high-end Twig in Volkswagen's lineup. The Atlas is really larger than the Twig, however it doesn't provide same amount of features or options. We much like the Atlas say technology because the best compromise considering price, performance and features. It comes standard with all the base four-cylinder engine, but we will opt for your V6. Front-wheel drive is standard, but V6 models offer optional all-wheel drive likewise. The same technology package trim builds around the Alwachi well-equipped say by having key safety systems including automatic emergency braking together with convenience features including an electrical operated liftgate and remote start. Trim levels and features. The Atlas exists in 5 trim levels: S, say Technology, Slensel Premium. The first 4 trim levels might be paired with either the Camp 4-cylinder engine 235 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque or optional V6 engine 276 horsepower, 258 lb-ft. The Sl Premium comes together with the V6 engine as standard. Front-wheel drive is standard, and V6 models can even be ordered with all off-wheel drive standard for the Sl Premium. For all Atlas versions, an 8-speed automatic transmission is standard. Base Atlas S designs have cloth seating, a bench seat from the second row, LED headlights and dual-zone manual climate control in addition to typical features including power mirrors, a rear-view camera and cruise control. Fears and a standard 6.5-inch touchscreen interface that provides Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and Bluetooth connectivity. A limited run of Atlas S Launch Edition models are going to be offered with all the V6 engine only along with the addition of your panoramic sunroof, HomeLink programmable garage door opener as well as an upgraded 8-inch touchscreen with satellite radio. Upgrading for the adds simulated leather upholstery, push-button start, automatic headlights, an energy driver seat, heated front seats, rear sunshades, a blind spot monitoring system, an increased 8-inch touchscreen interface plus the option of captain's chairs inside the second row. The same technology builds about the SAI's equipment list while using addition of remote engine start, automatic 3-zone climate control, an electricity rear liftgate, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist and automatic emergency braking. Moving up towards the SL adds a panoramic sunroof, power adjustable front passenger seats, park distance control and 2 available options, black 20-inch wheels along with the line appearance package. The top-of-the-line SL Premium adds several exclusive features. The most notable among them will be the Volkswagen Digital Cockpit, an exhibit that replaces the conventional gauge cluster using a video screen that is usually reconfigured to indicate a wide variety of information beyond basic speed, fuel and temperature watchings. All SL Premium models get LED taillights, full leather seating, a better touchscreen display with navigation, and also a parking assist system. The same 20-inch black wheels offered for the SL are optional for the SL Premium, even so their line package is just not trim tested. Each vehicle typically is available in multiple versions that happen to be fundamentally similar. The S in this particular review use our full test with the 2018 Volkswagen Atlas SL Premium 3.6 litres V6, 8-speed automatic, AWD. Driving. With the exception of your horsepower deficit, the Atlas can be a pretty pleasant crossover to wheel around, especially considering its size. Effortless but direct steering, a quick shifting transmission and the confident brakes would be the main components to credit for your pleasant driving experience. Acceleration. The optional V6 engine delivers decent acceleration over line. Nevertheless, it feels just barely adequate when merging at speed, despite the presence of an empty cabin. Both the Honda Pilot and Toyota Highlander undoubtedly are a step or maybe more quicker, using the Atlas needing a complete 8 seconds to travel from 0 to 60 miles per hour. Braking. Braking from the Atlas is confident, smooth and effortless. It's also considered one of its stronger performance qualities, needing only 115 feet to do a panic stop from 60 miles per hour. That's not merely better than average. Nevertheless, it's additionally a surprise since the Atlas is heavier than the majority of its segment competition. Steering. The way the steering is tuned is really a big reason the Atlas drives much smaller as opposed to. It feels light, quick and precise. Nevertheless, it also is able to avoid feeling disconnected like countless overboosted steering systems. This can be a hard balance to achieve, but Volkswagen got it very right. Handling. As much as being the steering helps the Atlas feel nimble, it is no athlete. Sure, its ultimate road-holding grip is above average, but mostly it feels heavy and resistant against mid-corner adjustments. The Atlas is extremely good to wheel out partying, just don't expect agility on curvy roads. Driveability. The 8-speed automatic is really a good match to your V6, delivering smooth and quick shifts in casual and spirited situations. We thought we might have heard some odd noises sooner or later during the test, nonetheless it didn't affect performance and now we couldn't replicate it a second time. Comfort. The Atlas is well suited for long-distance trips. Ample climate system capacity and vents for everyone rows helps keep passengers from fighting within the controls. Ride quality is great, too, even using the optional 20-inch wheels. But we found top seats slightly flat and short of adjustability. Seat comfort. The front seats lack some adjustability. Plus the bottom cushions feel slightly flat and long, which can be uncomfortable in abbreviation drivers. Both back rows recline, the other row slides and carries a slightly firmer middle seat. All armrests have excellent padding while using exception with the third row. Ride comfort. The ride comfort from the Atlas is actually nice considering it's on large 20-inch wheels. The ride feels settled instead of floaty, yet it is able to suppress most big and small bumps it rolls over. The standard 18-inch wheels may ride just a little better, nonetheless they don't look nearly as nice. Noise and vibration. Some big vehicle cabins can sound boomy when empty, however the Atlas isn't considered one of them. Fears some road noise as well as the large mirrors generate wind noise at highway speeds. Nonetheless, it's nothing the sound system can't conceal. The VR6 engine thankfully creates a pleasant noise if you rev out. Climate control. The front seats are heated and ventilated with heat with the second row. The climate dials provide easy accessibility, however you can also control everything from the touch screen, even adjusting, syncing or locking the rear controls. Plenty of cooling and heating capacity as well as the third row has vents. Interior. Space, space, space. That's what the Atlas is dependent on. But it also gets high marks due to the clever sliding second row seat with good rear visibility too. The upgraded digital cockpit interface provides a ton of functionality to go, which consists of good looks. Is useful. The Atlas is quite easy to determine. It does take the time to become knowledgeable about VW's digital cockpit, but once accustomed, functionality is wide-ranging. One downside for the touchscreen interface is to look at which you are pressing. That can take attention clear of driving. Getting and jetting out. Entry and exit are about as elementary as they get just for this class. The Atlas is low enough not to ever require a step rail, and then there is virtually no sill to step over. Third row passengers have decent access for the back because with the clever sliding second row seat, however you'll need to be somewhat limber. Driving position. You can sit low to increase headroom or high for just a more commanding view on the road, what a lot of people want in the SUV. The steering column includes a good choice of tilt and reach adjustments too. The driver's seat lacks a bit of fine-tuning adjustments, but it doesn't compromise driving position. Roominess. Space is one with the Atlas' biggest strengths. It has an abundance of room in all directions up front and enough second row seat width for 3 adults across. Also, the next row will accommodate adults 6 feet tall or shorter with surprisingly little compromise to comfort. This roomy cabin uses space well. Visibility. Visibility is nice for a car or truck this big. The windows are large throughout, and also the rear headrests don't impede a corner view unless everyone is seated inside the third row. Big side mirrors create small blind spots in the 45-degree front view, nevertheless the available 360-degree camera system helps. Quality. The cabin's build quality is often a mixed bag. Up front, the Atlas seems like a near-luxury car as of this trim level, especially together with the digital cockpit option. Everything behind the leading seats is a lot more durable hard plastic while using high likelihood of babies sitting in back. Overall, the Atlas feels solid. Utility. If it's utility you value most with your mid-size crossover, then this Atlas could rise to your top of one's list. Impressive cargo carrying capacity and easy folding seats are strong selling points. Small item storage just isn't as clever as others, though the sliding second row bench a lot more than makes up correctly. Small item storage. There's a great amount of space for storing for small items, nevertheless its cabin isn't quite as clever as being the Honda Pilot's. There's no clear storage cubbies for items, for example sunglasses, or sectioned compartments inside the center armrest bin. The rear cabin cubbies are sparse and relatively basic. Cargo space. A 20.6 cubic feet of space behind your third row, as well as a maximum of 96.8 cubic feet wonderful rows folded, the Atlas dominates the mid-size segment competition. The flexibility in the manual folding flat seats is extremely good, and our tester also incorporates a hands-free tailgate feature. Child safety seat accommodation. There's lots of space inside second row, even so the anchors are tucked behind slits inside the back seat cushion, which undoubtedly are a little challenging to access. Otherwise there mustn't be any issues fitting a rear-facing car seat from the second row, and that is designed to tilt and slide having a seat installed. Technology. The Atlas shows strong about the tech front with the sole premium trim level. The digital cockpit interface looks of Audi quality, plus the advanced driver aids are some in the better tuned systems we've experienced within this class. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto make smartphone integration simple. Audio and navigation. The audio navigation method is really slick. The option of Fender head unit delivers great sound and a lot of bass at a trunk-mounted subwoofer. The infotainment proximity sensor gives additional menus as soon as your hand gets close, plus the nav responds quickly to swipe and pinch to zoom gestures. Smartphone integration. The Wi-Fi hotspot works practically, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto make smartphone connections easy. Bluetooth have also been fairly simple and quick to pair. Driver aids. Driving aids work effectively and are an easy task to switch on and off. The adaptive cruise control specifically maintained an incredibly small gap for this kind of big car, as well as the lane keeping assist is subtle but effective. The camera system provides crisp, clear HD images for the infotainment system, that is handy for parking. Voice control. The voice control system provides clear and convenient screen prompts. Nonetheless, it had a difficult experience understanding our commands. Functions are limited towards the usual navigation, audio and call commands, but even simple tasks, for example requesting a satellite radio station, were a hassle for some reason.